Oh, that's a double dribble, but it's okay.
I'm kidding.
It doesn't really matter if you're kidding.
Like, work really hard. Or if you're never...
What are you learning?
I'm not learning how to be alone. To my friend, I was like, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. It sucks. I feel sad. He was like, well, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. I think that a lot of stuff boils down to that. Like, what's worse? The feeling or your feelings about your feeling? Because if you feel sad and then your brain is like, you sad piece of shit, that hurts worse than just the feeling. Okay, well, we're making progress and we're doing okay. I'm not sure what the theme of this one is gonna be because all the footage is over the course of 3 days. I think there is no theme for any of them. The theme is always just learning how to exist in the world again, yet again. I don't know why, whenever I dress like a hot girl, I end up looking like a Victorian ghost. I don't know if there was some imagery I saw at a especially hormonal time. Like maybe I like learned how to masturbate and watched The Ring in the same month. But I think like this is my stepmom told me that I was not pretty enough to be a YouTuber. And then she died in a car accident, so who's laughing now? Not me, it was very tragic. I have a great idea for a show. It's gonna be about woke culture and how it's bringing down the man. What's crazy is I have perfect titties and they're kind of wasted on like a lesbian because I'm not gonna do anything with them. I have no plans for them. They are perfect. And I have tried to like sell that as a joke to my dude friends and they don't think it's funny. That was God telling me to stop complaining about my miracles. There's some debate over whether or not the frontal lobe fully developing is even real science, but I do feel like when I turned 24, I felt it happen. About a month later, I felt like a gadunk, like something metastasized and became solid up there. And I realized that I've learned in that moment, I was like, oh, I've learned a few things for the last time. I'd like to say stop caring so much about what other people think, but I've designed my whole life around being able to actually hear people's approval in real time vis-a-vis stand-up comedy. It's crazy. Sometimes I feel pretty and sometimes I feel like the most hideous thing in the entire world. And I know it's somewhere at 50%. And I know that it's annoying to talk about, but I think I feel a lot of resentment about being a woman because looks are so much a part of that. And I wonder who I would be if I hadn't spent so much time, you know, pissed off about the location of my nose on my face. Do you know what I mean? There's some famous person who has a poem about that, about for women it's about the flower, but there's no effort that goes into the roots. So when the flower dies, because you get older, you don't have anything underneath that. Because you weren't told that you should prioritize that someday, because your value is about the period in your life when you're most attractive. Everything is for that. I don't think I can have a child. I think my womb is dry. I think it's like a hay barrel. I think it's like a steel box. I think it's like a bowl of sand. I think if a baby ended up in there, it would chafe to death. If anyone has like questions or ideas of things that they would like to see, I guess you can leave a comment. What's nice about this is that it's relatively anonymous in that, I mean, it's under my name and it's on the internet available to the public, but the public hasn't caught wind of it, so I can read all of the comments. New Yorker that day. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I would love to go to a wedding, but you can't just like go to a wedding. Weddings should be just open to the public, honestly.
I think so as well.
Like you should just start getting married in a park and people gather around like the way that we do with street performers.
Yes, and yeah.
Post it.
It's a video.
And I can look like I'm happy. You know when you go through a breakup, you're like, I'm fucking happy.
Yeah.
I'm so good. No, nigga, I'm sad as shit.
Michael Richards is your driver.
Well, no, because I'm half gay, actually. I'm half gay. Bisexual, technically. But I don't say bisexual, I think that's gay. But I am gay. I'm sorry I lied I think it's worth it to lie to you for the experience, you know, because
Still love you.
okay. Are you my father? Can you be?
I could talk to you for hours about the woman who's encroaching. I could talk to you for minutes about the lines fast approaching. Now instead I'll call you seeking a reproachful understanding of all the dappled fixtures upon which I made a landing. Got me now, I know it, I've just a few more things to think of, but I'll keep them to myself. Revelations on the brink of situations I didn't think of. Never felt so close, so steady with the ghost of the drag you were before, of the dead beneath the door. Honey, I was just a window, baby, I was just a hall. The mathematics and the language, the fallen Berlin Wall. I could run with you for hours, circles around the point, but I have meetings to attend, and I have friends to disappoint. By the end of the monologue, I'm at the end of my rope. I have notes about the dialogue, but awareness to hope. I was just a window, I was learning to implore the angels at the DMV, the humming in the floor.